Okay, we are starting this week's lesson on the top of mallet page 7. So please make sure your book is open to the top of mallet page 7. Let's do a little review about holding the sticks, because when I was watching some of your videos, it looks like we're not exactly holding our sticks the right way. So I want you to look where the stick is sitting in my hand. It's not in my fingertips. Some people are trying to hold on with their fingertips. The stick sits in the bent part of your fingers, in your knuckles. Okay? So this is good. This is bad. Look, there's a big hole here. You can't have a hole there when you're holding your stick. Okay? So same thing on this hand. Bad. Look at that hole. You can't have a hole. Good. Okay? Some of you did get a good stick grip on your fingers, but then your thumbs were pointing towards the ceiling. Okay? So make sure your thumbs are turned over to each other. And then we're going to get ready to play at the top of page 7. So let's put our stick right on the top of the book where it says half note, okay, and half rest. Half note is a note that is not colored in the middle, but it has a stick or a stem, okay? And a half note means your bells will ring for 2 beats. That doesn't mean you hit it 2 times. That means you hit it once and it rings for 2 beats, as in 1, 2. Obviously, it can actually ring for much longer than that, but on bells, half notes are super easy. 1, 2. That's it. You don't have to dampen it when it's supposed to be done ringing. It's just saying hit it and let it ring for 2 beats. A half rest is where you're doing nothing for 2 beats. You're being quiet for 2 beats. Okay, so now we can get down to number 8, which is called a breath of fresh air. So here's the deal. Instead of just playing 4 notes in a row, you're going to be playing, check it out, 8 notes in a row. The biggest challenge, well, there's 2 challenges, I think, on this one. You want to alternate your sticking, like it says, left, right, or right, left. So we got to make sure both hands are hitting the same bar every time. So one of the challenges is not letting your hands move side to side. Make sure they're only going straight up and down, so you only hit the same note 8 times in a row. I think the second challenge is moving your eyes forward while you're playing so they don't get lost. Because once you look away from your music and you look down from your book, it's very hard to find your place. So let's take our stick, put it right on number 8, and let's say the notes. It's the same 3 notes. Still D, C, and B flat. Okay? And I still see those squiggly rests that we had, those quarter rests that we had from before, so that's not new. Let's say the names of the notes for number 8. 1, 2, say the notes. D, 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 D. Rest. 2, 3, 4. C, 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 C. Rest. 2, 3, 4. B flat, 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 B flat. Okay, so there are 2 sets of sticking for this song, and when you're doing your practicing, you have to practice each song twice anyway. So for this song, because there's 2 sets of sticking, maybe the first time you practice, you start with your left hand and alternate. The second time you practice, you start with your right hand and alternate. Let's start with our right hand first. Okay, so I like to push my hands down. Also, can you make sure that you have about this much stick sticking out the back? This is not good. See how you can't see the mallet? You need a couple inches of mallet sticking out, and I like to push it down on my waist. Okay, make sure your thumb's on real nice. So when I call set, we get to set position. We get both our sticks over D, and we use the rest in this song to move your sticks over the next note. Okay? Here we go. Alternating sticking. Left, right, left. Starting your right hand over D. 1, 2. Number 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And move down to C and play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move down and reach for B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Totally fine to count out loud. If you know you have to play 8 times, count out loud. You're the only instrument in the band who you don't have something in your mouth. So we are allowed to count out loud while we're playing. Obviously, if we play a concert, maybe we count in our head. But to start, it's totally fine if you count out loud with me. Whatever you need to do to stay going at the right time and the right song. So let's move our eyes down to number 9. I still see 8 notes in a row. Let's check it out. Number 9. I still see 8 notes in a row, but the notes change in the middle of it, right? So let's say the notes. I think it's 4 and 4. Say the notes for number 9. 1, 2, say the notes. D, 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 C, 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 C. Rest. 2, look ahead and go. C, 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 C. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Rest. Look ahead and go. C, 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 D, 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 D. Okay, the sticking on this song is very specific. When you go from D to your left to C, you start with your left hand so that you don't have to cross your sticks over. If the notes you're playing move to the right, it says start with your right hand. So let's make sure we pay really close attention to the sticking. This song, number 9, starts with your left hand. Here we go. This is really important that you keep your eyes on the book and just look at your hands out of your peripheral vision, out of the corner of your eye. So I'm looking at my book, but I can still see my hands moving out of the corner of my eye. That is peripheral vision, and it's very important for playing this is number 9. Left on D. 1, 2, ready, go. Left, right, left, right. Move down. Left, right, rest. Stay on C, then B flat. C, 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 C. Move. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Move to C, then start with right. Right, 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 left. Right, left. Okay, so that was number 9. You're going to look at number 10 on your own. It's the same idea, but the notes go in a different order. So if that was too fast for you, like you can't read the notes that quickly, that's okay. Press pause, maybe say the notes again, maybe just go at a slower speed so that you are able to keep up. And then you're going to do the same thing for number 10, which is called 2 by 2. And then once you're done playing number 10, so you can pause right now until you're done playing number 10, we can look at number 11 together. So pause, work on number 9 and 10, and when you're done, let's come back and do number 11. Number 11 uses those half notes that we were talking about earlier. So let's put our stick right on number 11. I'm going to say the notes. We're going to notice that some notes are colored in, and those are 1-beat notes or shorter notes. The notes that are not colored in, those are your half notes, and we will let those ring for 2 beats. Here we go. Let's say the notes for number 11, half the price. Put your stick or your finger right on the book. Here we go. Saying the notes. 1, 2, 11. Say the notes. D, 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 D. Rest. C, 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 C. Rest. B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Rest. C. Rest. B flat, B flat, B flat. Now here's the thing. I know some of you got tricked at the end because you thought it was going to be a pattern. And then they changed the pattern. Don't get tricked by your book. They always try to trick you at the end to see if you were actually reading the book or paying attention and not just making up the song from your ears. So we want to really make sure we keep our eyes on the book. I also see the same sticking. If we're going to the left, the notes move to the left, we will start with our left. If the notes move to the right or the high part of your bells, we'll start with our right. So we'll just read the sticking as we play. Here we go. Left on D first. Okay, and we go back and forth with our sticks. This is number 11, half the price. 1, 2, ready, play. Move to C, 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 flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Move up for 1, C, C. Move down for B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat. Awesome. So we just want to remember that the down motion of your stick should be really fast. Someone even made a video and said it's so fast the camera can almost not see it. Some people in their videos were going, it almost looked like slow motion. There's no slow motion when playing the bell. So down, up, okay? That's really important. Or else if we have to play faster, like what if we have to play? If you can't move your sticks that fast, they're gonna hit each other when you're trying to play fast. So we got to work on our down, up, and down, up. Okay? Number 12 is a special challenge that we're going to start with next week. So if you want to get a head start, you can also practice 12. But our homework is going to be to practice 8 through 11 2 times a day. And then you'll be able to do your recording. I'm also going to give you instructions for the play-along tracks. So if you want to play along with the recordings, you'll know how to do that.